The Apostle Philip was martyred in this city and buried right behind me. For over 1,000 years, pilgrimages have been coming to the city of Hierapolis to climb to the top of this mountain to worship Christ in this church. Now, history tells us that this church was built as a memorial to the Apostle Philip, but there's no proof that this actually was his place of martyrdom. That was until 2011, when the tomb of Philip was found, buried next to the church that was visited for thousands of years. Good morning. So we're at a place that was mentioned in the Bible for like 15 seconds.
Paul's letter to the Colossians, he does a greeting to a bunch of people, and Epaphras was from this area, and it says Hierapolis, and so that's all that's said about it. But when you're reading Colossians and you get to that point, you can remember this place here. So there was a believer, at least one, that lived in this area that Paul knew. So Paul did not come here.
I bet he would have loved it.
Yeah, I mean, he would have come and gotten a little spot treatment.
Papa?
You're so cute. Hi, sweet.
These ancient civilizations really knew what they were doing.
So I'm standing right now in a 5th century church in a place called the Hierapolis. What's significant about this place is that this church that I'm standing in the center of is where they believe the Apostle Philip was martyred. Now we remember the Apostle Philip, or also the deacon who was in Acts chapter 6, as a man who was an evangelist. Philip went to different places to share the gospel. He was the one that shared the gospel with the eunuch from Ethiopia. History says that after he spent time in Caesarea, that Philip came here to the Hierapolis, sharing the gospel. Here's something really interesting. If we go to the book of Colossians, at the end of Colossians in chapter 4, here's what the Apostle Paul says. In verse 12, there's a man by the name of Epaphras. Epaphras was one who was a servant of Jesus Christ. He is greeting this man as a man that is from, verse 13, from the area of Laodicea and Hierapolis. That means that the gospel made it here in that 1st century, most likely from the evangelism of Philip. And this is the location for over 1,000 years, traditionally, where they believed that Philip, the evangelist, was martyred. In 2011, they found this tomb with Philip's name engraved on the stone. So here we are at the location of Philip the evangelist, where he was martyred, and his tomb. Pretty fascinating.
Ooh. Okay.
Wow.
Hello, friend. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Okay.
Daryl's here.
Daryl. So we're in Pamukkale.
It starts with a P and it looks weird.
Okay, so
I
hey,
like
hey.
being in front of
So
a
we're somewhere. Is this on? We're somewhere in the mountains of Turkey, in Hierapolis. I was in the middle of.
Edit that in.
We're somewhere in the mountains of Turkey,
I
and
know,
I think we're in.
We're both like looking back.
Okay, so we're somewhere in the mountains of Turkey in Pamukkale, I think, and we're in ancient Hierapolis, and this is the auditorium that is right behind us. We're blocking the auditorium, but we'll cut that in. They're forced to be in the shot. So this was only mentioned one time in the Bible for like one line, and that's in Colossians 4:12 to. It is right.
Yeah.
Why are they laughing at?
I'm not laughing.
Okay, so in Colossians 4:12, Paul is writing to Colossae, and he says, "Go say hi to my homies." And one of the places that he mentioned was Hierapolis, also Laodicea, but Hierapolis is one of the people. Who is it? What was the guy's name?
Epaphras.
He wanted the Church of Colossae.
Why is he not in here?
He wanted the Church of Colossae to say hi to Epaphras for him, who lived here. So Paul's friend, who was a Christian, lived in Hierapolis, and Paul never got to come here. And it would have been cool because those baths are really relaxing and vibey.
Boom. I get
So
it.
we didn't see that.
Boom.
I wouldn't run. You're gonna fall.
Yeah, I was scared.
See? That's what I'm saying.
Hi, friends.
I did a video of Philip. I'll send you up there.
Okay, sweet. Where was that? The church?
All the way at the top.
How far?
You won't make it.
No.
Yeah. Unless you literally ran now and ran back. You'd have to run the whole time
Really?
because you only got 18 minutes.
Okay, so our bus leaves in like 12 minutes. So I'm running to where Philip was martyred and buried. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is not close. Let's get it. Okay. We're almost to the top. The detail is incredible. Where is it? Okay guys, so I made it to the top of this church. This is the burial site of the apostle, who was it? My brain's not working. The apostle Philip was martyred in this city and buried right behind me. Our bus leaves in 9 minutes, so I sprinted from the arena all the way up this hill. Like, I can't believe this is what I'm, like, this is actually the burial site of the apostle Philip, right here. What? So this is the church. This is where Philip was martyred, in this church, I guess. It's weird that it's in a church. Oh, this is so epic. A drone shot would be insane. So right now I'm standing in the church at the top of the hill where Philip was martyred. And it has all these columns all around me, very symmetrical. Probably had all the lines met in the center of the dome. It's at the top of this hill, and ancient people really knew where to build churches and cool things with beautiful views. We need to step it up because our churches are basura. And it's not about the building, it's about the people. However, it's still pretty dope. Climbing on an ancient church right now. So the bus leaves in 4 minutes. I'm very not close. This is just like Positano with Oliver. That's incredible. This is why we work out. So if you're ever in Hierapolis and you have to go sprint up to the tomb of Philip and your bus is leaving, you're in good shape to be able to do it. Now the altitude up here is very different. It's a lot harder to breathe, but this is why we exercise.
So that was a 5th century church
Okay.
that they built because they believed that that's where Philip was martyred. Anytime there's a church built somewhere, it's signifying something that happened.
Okay, because I'm like, why would he get martyred in a church?
Right?
Like that's
he
why.
didn't get
Okay,
martyred.
that makes sense. Oh hey guys. Can't tell what's the good angle. Hierapolis, Epaphras, Hierapolis. There's so many ways I should be in jail. It's unbelievable. Thank you very much.
Hear me out, we yodel.
Come on, guys. Hey,
Yep.
let's see your stage presence. Go.
So we're somewhere, is this on? We're somewhere in the mountains of Turkey, in Hierapolis. I was in the middle of...
Edit that in.
Is it Pamukkale or
It starts with a P.
Guys, we are in Hierapolis, which is
No, we're not.
near a town. What is
Is it...
Don't disrupt my video. Guys, we're in a place called Hierapolis, and the village beneath us is a place.
Move the mic away from your mouth.
Let me start over there. My son keeps interrupting.
Limestone on the left.
Limestone. Can you eat that?
Not actually.
Like a lime?
Can you what?
Eat it?
No, it's limestone.
It's a lime.